Hey, hello everybody. Thanks for joining. Jeff Hansen here. Today we're going to talk about an antique apple peeler that was made by the FB Pease Company in Rochester, New York. The model we're going to look at is the P25 Pease, a hand-cranked apple peeler and corer. The Pease Company was founded in 1876. They're still in business today, making various types of specialized apple processing equipment like conveyors, shredders, and slicers, and deluxe types of coring and paring devices. But they started out making wooden ladders and wooden racks for bicycles. I purchased this apple peeler in Indianapolis earlier this year in 2025 from a guy who said he had it at his home for over 30 years. He worked at an orchard years ago that closed down once the state purchased a majority of their property for the expansion of the interstate system near Indianapolis. So I'm not really sure how old this peeler is, but it's a big one. It's about 3 feet long. It stands about 17 inches tall from the top of the board, and it weighs about 50 pounds. When I got it, I cleaned it all up. I found a board at a local wood mill and sanded down and routed the edge and got it set up for the apple season. My wife and I operate a very small apple orchard here in Wisconsin, and thought it'd be cool to be able to demonstrate and show antique apple peelers to our customers. So today I'm just going to first go through parts of the functioning process of this peeler corer, and then we'll run a couple apples through it. So as I mentioned, it's a hand-operated peeler. The crank is here, and on the crank gear, there's two sets of gears, this outer gear and inner gear. This outer gear operates this shaft here. And this shaft, if we follow to the other end, is where the apple will sit on the prongs here. And if you take a close look, you can see that rod in there moving. That rod is used to eject the core off this prong. And that shaft is operated by this paddle here, which is activated by, you see the lever moving back and forth. On this large gear here, there's a tab on the other side that will catch that lever, and at the proper time, it will then push this rod out and eject the core. The inner gear operates this large gear, which will control the movement of the peeler and the coring knife. And so let's just take a quick look at the peeling blade right here. This is a spring-operated or tension peeler. So it'll keep good pressure on the apple as the blade follows the contour of the apple. And right here is the coring knife. This knife will, as it moves through the rotation, it'll transition to a horizontal position and then move along and across the prong here to fully core the apple. So let's just take a look at it as it moves a couple times before we put some apples on this. So you can see as the blade is moving up to the face of the apple, it will go around the contour of the apple, following the contour, and then it will then face the end of the apple. And you can see the coring knife will then will go all the way through the apple. And now when we start the rotation, it's reversing the process. There goes the blade, and the coring knife will, as it moves through, the apple will hit these forks, and the apple then would fall into the tray. And then you would start another process of peeling. So let's put an apple on and see how it works. These are Zestar apples. Okay, here we go. There, and the core stuck a little bit. Pretty good. A little skin left on there, but pretty good. Let's try another apple, see how it works. I'll have to move it back to the start location. Get an apple on that way. Grab one of our apples, put it on the prongs, and let's see it go. There we go. Little skin on the back, but pretty clean job. You can see there's really no seeds in there at all. So under full production, this can go fast when you have two hands operating it. So again, this is the Pease P25 apple peeler made by the FP Pease Company. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, send me a comment. I'd be glad to give you a little more information on this. Appreciate you watching. Thanks again. See ya. Bye.